Okay, so welcome back. So in this video, pag-uusapan natin yung lab na Visible Error-Based SQL Injection. So basahin natin, this lab contains a SQL injection vulnerability. The application uses a tracking cookie for analytics, no? So tracking cookie yung aatakihin natin and performs a SQL query containing the value of the submitted cookie. The results of the SQL query are not returned. So the database contains a different table called users with columns called username and password. To solve the lab, find a way to leak the password for the administrator user, then log into their account. Okay? So let's see. Load natin yung lab. And here, kailangan natin mag-intercept ng traffic, no? Kasi kailangan natin kunin yung tracking cookie. So, ang gawin natin, let's go to burp, intercept on, and let's reload the page para maka-intercept tayo. So, ayan na. And let's send this to repeater. So, ngayon nasa repeater na and ito na yung ating tracking ID. Okay? So, send natin para meron tayong data. So, again, una natin na gagawin is to think kung ano ba yung possible na itsura ng ating SQL query. No? So, malamang, ang itsura niyan is select star from some table where tracking ID equals some value, no? So, pwede nating palitan to ng some value, ng totoong value ng cookie tracking ID natin, no? So, let's observe kung ano ba yung nangyayari kapag mag-attack tayo, no? So, usual na ginagawa natin pag nag-attack tayo is dadagdagan natin ng quotations, no? So, pag nag-send tayo, nagpa 500 internal server error. And kapag tinignan natin, nagkakaroon tayo dito ng error, no? Unterminated string literal started at position blah blah blah. In SQL, select star from tracking where ID equals this, no? So, expected char. So, nag-expect daw siya ng character, no? And ngayon, meron na tayong exact query no SQL, no? So, pwede natin palitan yung gawa nating SQL query. So ngayon, ito na yung totoo natin na SQL query. And let's see. So, para maging tama yung syntax, ang kailangan natin gawin is to close it and then comment the rest, no? So, let's try kapag ang input natin is quotes and dash dash, no? So, quotes dash dash. And let's send it. And nag 200 okay, no? And pag tinignan natin sa baba, wala na tayong error. So, meaning, kailangan natin makapag-extract ng data by using yung error, no? And since ibaba ko to, since nakita natin dito, pinapakita niya yung buong query, 'di ba? And sinasabi rin niya sa atin kung ano yung kailangan natin na data type, no? Dito na-expect niya character. So, kailangan lang natin siya na mapa-error and then ilalabas na niya kung ano yung data natin na kailangan, no? So, medyo creative lang. So, ang pwede natin gawin is gumamit tayo ng isang function sa SQL na tinatawag na cast. So, yung cast, ang ginagawa niya is tinatry niya i-convert yung isang data type to another. So, for example, meron kang string, tapos gusto mong gawing integer, o kaya meron kang integer na gusto mong gawing string, ganon. Yun yung ginagawa ng cast function. Okay? So, paano natin ito i-leverage para makapag-SQL injection? Ang pwede natin gawin is i-compare natin siya using some AND operator. No? So, again, bakit AND? Kasi, pagka AND, kailangan both of the statements are true para maging true yung buong statement. And from this, makakapag-compare na tayo ng ating values. Okay? So, gamit tayo AND. And 1337 is equal to cast select username from users. And then, i-convert natin siya as integer. No? So, i-enclose natin yung cast na to. So, ang ginagawa nito is yung output ng select username from users, ika-cast niya as integer. And alam natin na yung username ay isang string dapat, 'di ba? So ngayon mag-error yung buong statement and hopefully ipapakita niya sa atin kung ano yung output, no? So let's send this. And as you can see here, nagkaroon tayo ng unterminated string literal at blah blah blah. Ang problema natin is that nabitin yung ating SQL query, no? So hanggang select username from user lang yung na-input niya, nawala yung as int. So pwede natin gawin is paiksiin natin yung payload, no? So try natin na tanggalin yung mga white spaces. And actually, nakalimutan natin lagay yung comment. So, and let's try again. So, send natin ulit. So, ngayon, hanggang doon pa rin, no? Kahit na nagtanggal tayo ng space. So, ang pwede natin gawin would be tanggalin natin tong buong tracking ID value. So, ngayon, ayan na. Umabot na hanggang dulo yung ating input, no? Kaso nga lang, meron tayong dangling na quotation marks, no? So, actually, nakalimutan natin na i-comment yung dulo para mawala tong quotation mark. And let's see kung ano yung output. So, let's see. So, sabi naman sa atin, more than one row returned by a subquery used as an expression. So, kapag ka ganito, kailangan isa lang yung output natin, no? So, pwede natin yun gawin by adding limit 1. No? So, para isa lang yung i-return ng ating query. And let's send this. And kung titignan natin, sinasabi pa rin sa atin na unterminated string literal, no? So, napuputol yung payload natin hanggang int lang, no? So, kailangan natin paiksiin pa yung payload natin and maybe we can just reduce some of the numbers, no? So, tira natin yung 1 and try natin i-send. So, ayan, invalid input syntax for the type integer administrator. So, linabas niya yung word na administrator, which is yung output ng ating query na select username from users limit 1. Okay? So, since string nga yung output na to na administrator, hindi niya kaya i-cast as integer, no? Mag-error, and ito nga yung lumabas na error. So, ngayon, we can just do the same para sa password. So, palitan natin password, send natin, and ayan yung password ng administrator. So, ngayon, pwede na natin ito gamitin. So, copy natin, open the link, go to my account, and just log in as administrator. Log in. And, ayan na, nasolve na natin yung lab. So, hopefully, naintindihan nyo tong video na to. And see you in the next video.